Piedmont's road to economic recovery over the last week. First, we learned American Express closing its Greensboro call center, putting 1,500 people out of work. Then yesterday, we found out JCPenney at Oak Hollow Mall shutting down, leaving more than 60 people out of work. Now, those headlines mean there's going to be more competition for jobs, and the difference actually might be a clean-looking resume. Our career expert Randy Wooden here to talk more about how that resume can make a big difference. Good morning.
Good morning.
A lot of people just say, I put all my information and I'm done. But there are ways to make it better, aren't there?
Well, sure. And I try to tell people a resume, you've heard me say this before, a resume is a highlight of your skills and what you can do for someone. It is not an entire catalog of everything you've done in life. So you have to be cautious and careful about what you put on there.
You talk about keywords, and a lot of people, put things in it just at the top, but you say there's a little more technique to it.
Well, there is, and with the advent of software, it's become more sophisticated. Very oftentimes, actual set of eyes isn't the first thing that sees the resume or sees the online application. And software is now sophisticated enough, in some cases, to the point where if all you do is dump your keywords from the job description at the top of the resume, which is what I used to coach people to do, it's the simplest way to alter a resume without having to go into the actual content within each job. But you need to weave those keywords into the content, because now it's just like Google and such, they have algorithms to go in and be more detailed in how they search those words.
Their computers are getting smarter.
They are. So you have to keep one step ahead of them.
Sad to say, but true. Okay, so you take those keywords, work them into that. Also, there are ways to make your resume look a little younger. You're not being deceptive, but age is a real concern for a lot of people.
Especially for people as young as we are.
As young as we are, in our 20s.
We have to be careful of that. Just a few things. One is to consider putting your cell phone number on the resume.
Okay.
Think about your kids, my kids, they don't have landlines.
I know.
And so cell phone is probably a good thing. You might also look to leave your dates of education off there. That's something that people have known for a long time.
Put your degree and leave the...
Okay. Absolutely. And also consider, how far back do I want to go in terms of the jobs that I list on there? 1995, 1990.
Which may not be very, current to what you're doing anyway.
At what point does it become overkill?
And you also mentioned some things to leave off, things that really you don't need to put on there in the first place.
I mean, we've all seen things like references available upon request, salary negotiable.
Obvious.
I'll tell you another thing, too, that, and we've talked this before, it's sort of that touchy-feely, the subjective things like team player, highly motivated, enthusiastic. Those are things that I can determine in talking with you.
Okay.
When we talk keywords earlier on, I'm talking things that appear in the job description, maybe a specific sort of machinery or software that would be required on the position, or budgeting, multi-location responsibilities, and profit and loss. Those are the keywords I'm talking about.
So when you put that resume together, I mean, a lot of people say one page. But a lot of people have a lot of things. You still go with that one-page thing? Should you be able to condense it down to that? Or
the short answer to that is generally one page is better than two, assuming you're not in IT or education or something where you're paid by the ounce. Some of those resumes. Understand, if you're dealing with a recruiter, recruiters typically want to see everything you've ever done, and so you may want to have two versions. One for, let's say, a set of eyes that would have to, a small business, for instance. But dealing with recruiters, you may want to go longer because they need to find those keywords.
And a lot of those resumes are very out of date, and if you're one of those folks that has recently found out the bad news, get started on it now and make sure that it's as current as it can be.
Have other people look at it. We have all kinds of content at woodengroup.com that deal with resumes. In fact, if somebody is interested, they can go there. We're actually offering a promotion through Fox.
So you can go on there. You can get the information. You said you've got is it a keyword to put in there?
Speaking of keywords, but it's Fox 8. Just go on and put Fox 8.
I like that keyword.
Yeah, I thought of that myself.
Yeah. But people can go on there and use that to get a discount on some of the services.
Just any three items you like in there. We have tens and tens of videos on resumes themselves, and pick any three you like and just take 25% off. Or call me if you have questions, and I'd be happy to walk you through it. And don't forget, we still have those Get Hired. If you're available and want to come out on Thursdays, we do those at noon. They're free. Get your questions answered.
That is a great resource that you can take. It might help you get started, might help you get refocused. Wherever you are in a job search, it may pay off for you. Randy, thank you very much for coming in. The thing he was talking about, this workshop, Thursday at noon at his office on Clemens Road in Clemens. If you need more information, go ahead and give them a call, 793-8040. Got resume questions or job search questions, you can get some answers there. We've got all that on our website, myfox8.com.